Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Hi everybody, my name's Troy Hawes and welcome once again to another edition of My Acoustic Lounge. Today we're going to travel back to the 1970s and review a great song by Fleetwood Mac called Dreams. It was written by Stevie Nicks. Dreams peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1977. Now, before we get started, please hit the subscribe button, as I'm always trying to put up new content on a regular basis. In addition, if you like my guitar tutorials and covers, you might actually also like my original music that can now be purchased or streamed from any one of your favorite online music providers. Simply look up Troy Hawes and you'll find my music there. Now what we're going to do first is we're going to look at the chords that you're going to need to know for this great song. Then we'll review the chord progressions and a little bit of strumming. Today I'm going to use a great backbeat from Jam Zone. So, if you want to learn a great song by Fleetwood Mac, stick around. We're going to get started right now. Okay, in order to get all the way through Dreams, technically, you only have to know 2 chords. However, there is a third chord that few people talk about. Technically speaking, 99% of this song is played only with 2 chords. There's very few songs in music history that have peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and been so simple to only use 2 guitar chords, but this song is one of them. The third chord comes in at the guitar solo or the instrumental. So if you're a soloist and you are just simply going to omit the solo from your song, then technically 2 chords. That's all you're going to need to know. But if you want to play along with the album version, or maybe you've gotten together in a band and you want to learn this song in its entirety, there is a third chord that only appears the one time, and that's in the guitar solo. So we're going to review all of those right now. Okay, the 3 chords that you're going to need to know for this song. The first one is simply an F chord. You're going to need to know a G chord as well. And finally, used only one time in this entire song, and it's during the guitar solo, it's an A minor. That's it. Those 3 chords will get you all the way through this great song. Now, a point to be made. Recently, speaking with somebody just picking up the guitar for the first time, and they told me that they're struggling with the chord changes. I suggested this song, Dreams, because there's only the 2 chords in it. They came back to me and said, well, that's very difficult because you go from an F and a complete finger change to a G, and you got to go back and forth and do that. Well, there's a trick. There's a trick to this song. It's the way that I've been playing it for many, many years, and I want to show you. It's actually easier to play than you think. Let's zoom in now and have a closer look at this little trick. All right, let's have a closer look at a little trick. The chords, of course, that you need for this song are an F and a G. That's it. Now, if you're a beginner, the transition from the F to the G and the F to the G can be very complicated, especially if it's a quick transition and you're going back and forth. Why? Because the finger pattern has to completely change to go to a G. Here's a little trick. Do you know your bar chords well? Well, if you know your bar chords and you actually perform this as an F bar chord, you can actually go up 2 frets and actually play it that way. Now, how I play it. I actually prepare for it like I'm doing an F bar chord, but instead I remove my pointer finger, place it on the 2nd string of the 1st fret, and this essentially becomes a chord called an F major 7. If you let that high E ring out, that's an F major 7. Here's the trick. While keeping this finger pattern, just move up 2 frets. The difference here is you mute this low E and the high E. Again. And that's it. That's all I do through this whole song. From this to this. From this to this. I don't worry about going from this F major 7 to a G and then back again, to a G and then back again. That will create problems for you. Keep the same finger pattern through the whole song. See what I'm saying? Now, let's have a quick look at a little bit of strumming. Now, I always encourage you, find a strumming pattern that works for you. What am I doing in this song? I'm actually going down, mute down, up, up, down. When I slow it down, it changes a little bit. When I go fast, though, all right. Now, a little embellishment that I do. You can add it in if you want. When I'm down here on this F major 7, just adds a little flavor. You can add that in if you want. You don't have to, but you can add that in. Again, simply remove that middle finger. And that's it. That's how I play this song. Okay, now that you've got that little trick and you're practicing it right now, let's jump into the chord progressions. We're going to break this into 3 parts. We're going to show you the verse first, then we'll show you the chorus. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that instrumental or the rhythm section to the lead guitar solo. Let's now jump into the verse.
Here you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel. Listen carefully to the sound of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had, what you lost, what you had, and what you lost.
Well, if you thought that was easy, then you're really going to think the chorus is easy as well. Let's have a look at it now.
Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know.
Okay, let's finish things up now with a little look at the instrumental or the lead guitar solo, which involves this A minor chord. It's played slightly different. Let's have a look now. And there you have it, Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of My Acoustic Lounge. My name is Troy Hawes. Again, if you like my guitar tutorials and covers, please consider subscribing. I do truly appreciate it. This is part one of a two-part video tutorial featuring this great song. In a few days, I'll upload a complete cover version featuring the chord charts. Until then, keep playing. Music is good for the soul.